Okay, so we are now in the fourth pillar or the correction pillar, no? So dito naman sa correction pillar, their role is to incarcerate, to rehabilitate those convicted already. Kapag hindi naman convicted, magi-stop na siya sa court. So babalik na siya sa community. Pero kung ang mangyayari ay makukonvict yung accused, he is now a criminal according to the court, then he will serve his sentence to the correction pillar, to the different penal institution of the government or under the Bureau of Bureau of Correction. Okay? Corrections or correctional institution. So in the Philippines, the correction pillar is made up of the Bureau of Correction for the confinement of the national prisoner. Ayan. So, ano ba ang category pag sinabi nating national prisoner? They will serve 3 years of imprisonment. Above 3 years of imprisonment, they will be considered as national prisoners. And if the sentence is below 3 years of imprisonment, they are under the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. Ayan, no? And also, yung mga bata na nahuhulihan, na gumagawa ng hindi maganda against sa law, okay, they will be put into the Bureau of Child and Youth Welfare, no, under the DSWD naman yan. So kapag sinabi natin correction, the word correct, we are going, or the penal institution will correct the wrong behavior of the person. That's why correction is a branch of the criminal justice system concerned with the custody. Yan na, concerned with the custody. Custody of who? Criminal offender. Supervision and rehabilitation of criminal offender. Yan na. Ano naman ang pinagkaiba niya sa penology? Pag sinabi nating penology, this is derived from the Latin word poena, nang ibig sabihin ay pain or suffering. Kaya nga, talagang napapahirapan yung mga nakakulong. Ikaw nga naman, ito nga lang quarantine, ano? Ang daming hindi makatiis. Gusto magliwaliw, ang dami. Okay? Ito pa kayang makukulong ka ng 3 years, 6 years, 10 years na makukulong ka? Sino ba naman ang hindi ang pakiramdam niya talagang pagdurusa talaga yan, no? That's why when we say penology, this is the study of punishment for crime or of criminal offenders. That's why in our revised penal code there are already commensurate crime committed by a person to the punishment sa depending on the crime that he committed. Diba? Penology is also otherwise known as penal science. It is actually a division of criminology that deals with the prison management and treatment of offenders and concern itself with the philosophy and practice of society in its effort to repress criminal activities. Yan naman ang purpose diba? So kung gumawa ka ng krimen, pagdusahan mo yung ginawa mong krimen ayon sa batas. That's why you need to suffer for you to change your behavior. Okay? And that is also the purpose of correction or correctional institution, to rehabilitate, to rehab you in order for you to correct your wrongdoings. And pag sinabi nating penal management, this is the manner or practice of managing or controlling places of confinement as in jails or prison. Ayan. So, wag niyong kalilimutan ito kasi usually lumalabas ito sa board, no? During our time, lumabas ito as a previous board examination. Ibig sabihin, alam ng PRC ito. Itong two rival prison system in the history of correction. Dalawa kasi yan, ano? Yung isa is the Auburn prison system and the Pennsylvania prison system. Pag sinabi nating Auburn prison system, this is called congregate system. Bakit congregate system? Because they are confined in their own cell during night. Sa gabi, nakakulong sila. But they are going to congregate to work in shop during the day. Yan, huwag niyong kalilimutan yan. Opposite naman dito sa Pennsylvania prison system, wherein this is called the solitary system. Ayan, solitary system. Ibig sabihin, talagang solemn yan, no? Where they receive religious instruction, confined in single cells day and night. Okay? And they are required to read the Bible. Ayan, yan ang enforcement ng Pennsylvania prison system. Huwag niyong kalilimutan yan. Now, what is penalty? No? Kinakailangan ba ito? Yes, kinakailangan ng penalty. No? How can you suffer if you don't be penalized? So you need to be penalized, according to the law. And penalty is defined as the suffering inflicted by the state. Kaya kapag gumawa ka ng krimen, kapag nagnakaw ka, no, na pumatay ka, mayroon kang corresponding penalty na ibibigay ang gobyerno, and that is the transgression of the law sa ginawa mong wrongdoings, sa ginawa mong criminal act, no? So makikita nyo dyan, ano ba yung mga penalties as to gravity? Gravity. Ang gravity ngisit na. Nudikat gravity ng penalty. No? Kapag ang ginawa mong krimen ay karumal-dumal, maximum penalty ang penalty mo, you are going to penalize under reclusion perpetua, life imprisonment, a term of 20 to 40 years imprisonment. Okay? So, ang death penalty ay suspended yan. Wala pa tayong death penalty. So, ang maximum penalty natin ay yung reclusion perpetua. And then, next naman dyan ay yung reclusion temporal. I-memorize nyo ito, 12 years and 1 day to 20 years imprisonment. Reclusion temporal yan. Yung prison mayor, 6 years and 1 day to 12 years. Prison correctional, 6 months and 1 day to 6 years. Yan. Arresto mayor, 1 month and 1 day to 6 months. Arresto minor, 1 day to 30 days. Okay? So, under prison mayor, yan yung, o kaya ay prison correctional, up to 6 years imprisonment, then preliminary investigation is required. Okay? And yan namang ban to keep the peace, that is discretionary on the part of the court. Ang example ng mga yan ay bail, no? Binibigyan ka ng piyansa, no? What is mean by prison? No? What is mean by prisoner? Pag sinabi nating prison, those convicted o kaya ay confined, no, for those charges or convicted of offenses against the law of the land. So they are primarily incarcerated to any penal institution natin sa Pilipinas. Mamaya madidiscuss natin yan. So prison sila. Okay? So pag sinabi nating prisoner, yung tao na nakalagay dyan sa prison, no? A prisoner is a person who is under the custody of law or authority. Naku, mahirap kayang makulong. Ano ba yung proseso na makulong? Mamaya madidiscuss din natin yan. Meron tayong general classification of prisoner. Meron tayong tinatawag na detention prisoner. Ito naman ay yung mga detained for investigation, detained for preliminary hearing, or awaiting trial, no? And usually they are in a lock-up jail, no? They are in the lock-up jail. Ano ba yung lock-up jail natin? Ang example niyan ay yung kulungan sa loob ng police station. Meron din tayong tinatawag na sentence prisoner. Okay? These are the offenders who are committed to the jail or prison in order to serve their sentence after final conviction. Yan, no? So, sentence prisoner naman ang categorize niyan. And meron din tayong tinatawag na prisoner who are on safekeeping. These are the prisoner who are not committed or violated any criminal act or criminal law, but they were incarcerated because of their mental problem, o sila ay mentally deranged, o kaya ay they are insane, biglang pagsumpungin nagwawala, pagsumpungin ng babato-bato, ganun yan. So kaya kinukulong para naman hindi na makapang-agrabyado pa. So ito rin, importante rin ito, the classification of prisoners, no, according to the degree of security. Okay? A special group of prisoner composed of incorrigible, attractable, and highly dangerous person who are the source of constant disturbance even in maximum security prisoner. Ito, and usually they wear orange orange color of uniform, no? So ito yung sa loob ng Bilibid, penal institution natin sa Bilibid prison. Meron tayong tinatawag na maximum security prisoner. Okay, maximum security prisoner. They are located or confined in maximum security prison, the New Bilibid prison main building, and they wear orange color of uniform. Okay, and usually this maximum security prisoner sentenced to serve 20 years or more. Tindi, ano? So yan yung reclusion perpetua. And we have also the medium security prisoner. Ito naman yung mga nakakulong na prisoners who cannot be trusted in open conditions because time to time they can escape. Pwede silang tatakas. Okay? So they are allowed to work outside the fence or walls of the penal institution under guard supervision. Yung nakikita natin sa pelikula na nagtatrabaho na may mga nakabantay na mga security, no? Usually nakikita natin or we can classify them through their cloth, kung ano yung damit nila, and they wear blue color of uniform, no? And these prisoners are sentenced less than 20 years and life sentence prisoners who serve at least 10 years inside a maximum security prisoner. So, ibig sabihin, medyo matagal na ang mga ito sa loob. Pagdating naman sa minimum security prisoner, these are the group of prisoner who can be reasonably trusted to serve sentence under open conditions. At ang lugar nila ay sa Camp Bukang Liwayway. Yan. Yung kanina, yung medium, they were confined in Camp Sampaguita. Ito naman minimum, they were confined in Camp Bukang Liwayway. And they wear brown color of uniform. Usually, these are the person na trusted to work in open condition. Hindi na kailangan na bantayan mo ang mga yan kasi trusted na ang mga yan. Hindi sila tatakbo kahit nalalabas sila sa kulungan, utos-utusan ang mga yan na bibili ng ganito, ganyan, babalik at babalik ang mga yan. Ayan. So, kumbaga, nagbago na ang mga yan. Parang bahay na nila yung kulungan. So, yan yung mga minimum security prisoner. So, ano naman ang jail? What is mean by jail? This is the place of locking up of persons who are convicted of minor offenses or felonies who are to serve short sentence lang naman, no? And usually these are or they are confined awaiting awaiting trial or investigation of their cases. Ayan, no? So meron tayong types of jail. Okay, dito meron tayong tatlo, no? Una dyan, yung common na alam natin, yung lock-up jail. Ayan, nabanggit natin kanina yan, ano? So yan yung kulungan sa loob ng police station na kung saan ay the accused, no, are temporarily confined and awaiting for investigation. And we have also ordinary jails, no? This type of jail commonly used to detain a convicted criminal offender to serve sentence less than 3 years. Yan, less than 3 years. Usually, ito yung mga nasa Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, no? City Jail, District Jail, yung mga yan, no? Ordinary jail. Workhouses or jail farms or camp, ano? Yan, dito yung mga facilities natin na pwedeng mag-undergo ng short sentence ang ating mga criminal, mga convicted na, and pwede silang magtrabaho, mag-construction worker, mga ganyan, no? It provides full employment of prisoner, remedial services, and constructive leisure time activities. So ano ba ang karpeta? Ano? Importante itong karpeta na ito. Pag sinabi nating karpeta, this pertains to the yung PDL. Yan na kasi ang term, ano? Kapag nasentensyahan na yung tao, hindi na natin pwedeng tawagin na prisoner because the word prisoner is degrading. Yan, degrading daw. Okay? So tawagin na lang natin silang person deprived of liberty. Yan, PDL na lang daw. Kaya kapag yung mga nasentensyahan na ay they are PDL. Okay? Yan ang bagong term kasi. Ang karpeta ay that is a prison record jacket which contain office mitimus or commitment order. Ano ba yung mitimus or commitment order? Yung commitment order, yan yung order na sinasabi ng korte na itong tao na ito ay ikulong nyo na sa ganitong years. So, ang karpeta ay laman niya ang mitimus or commitment order. Yan, no? If the accused is sentenced to imprisonment of more than 3 years, he is classified as national prisoner. No? Kapag 3 years, more than 3 years, national prisoner. If the accused is sentenced to imprisonment of more than 1 year, but not more than 3 years, he is classified as city or provincial prisoner. Kaya nga meron tayong provincial jail. Yan. Okay? If the accused is sentenced to imprisonment of not more than 1 year, hindi lalagpas ng 1 taon, he is classified as municipal prisoner. Ayan. And shall be committed to the municipal jail warden. Okay? So, ano na ulit yung commitment order? O kaya ay mitimus order? Nasabi natin kanina, that is the written order of the court na ito ay ikukulong nyo na ito. Itong ikaw na jail officer, ikulong mo na itong tao na ito. Yan yung laman ng commitment order. So, kung merong commitment order, ang next step ay pupunta siya sa RDC. Yan na, ipupunta yung person deprived of liberty sa RDC. Ano naman yung RDC na yan? This is the special unit of prison where new prisoners undergo diagnostic examination. Kasi nga, baka may sakit. Alam nyo kasi, yung mga nasisintensyahan, nakukonvict, dahil nakonvict, bumigay ang utak, nababaliw, ganon, di ba? Hindi na makayanan, nagsusuicide, okay? Kaya, kailangan silang dumaan dyan, no? At ito ay located sa Camp Sampaguita. Yan, nasa Sampaguita ang RDC. Kung may sakit ka, nalaman nila na may sakit ka na sa pag-iisip, may sakit ka sa any sickness na ma-discover nila noong na-undergo ka sa RDC, ipupunta ka dito sa quarantine cell or unit. Okay? Dito. At hanggang malunasan ka dito, saka kanila ipupunta sa yung kulungan. Kaya meron tayong admission procedure. So kung tapos ka na dyan, tapos ka na sa RDC, tapos ka na sa quarantine, then admission procedure na ang next. Wherein, tatanggapin ka na. Tatanggapin ka. And then, of course, i-check nila yung iyong commitment paper, yung mitimus mo, yung identification mo. Baka naman na-swap ka. Ibang tao pala yung ikukulong nila. And then searching, baka may mga kontraban ang iyong bag, ang iyong damit, no? And briefing and orientation sa loob ng kulungan, no? Hindi parang ang gandang sabihin pero mahirap pag ikaw ang mag-undergo niyan. Talagang criminal ang trato sa iyo pag nandyan ka na. Kahit na bawal yung mga maltreatment, abuse, pero dahil nakakulong ka, sinong magre-report, di ba? Lahat kayo parang you are all slave there. So, kahit na ganun, meron tayong tinatawag ng mga treatment programs, no? The Philippine prison system adapted two approaches in treating criminal offenders. These are the institution-based and the community-based treatment program. Pag sinabi nating institution-based, nakakulong ka, na you are reforming. Meron naman yung community-based, you are serving your sentence pero hindi ka ikukulong, no need. Bibigyan ka ng chance na makalaya. As you are free in the community, you are serving your sentence. No? And meron tayong mga institutional education wherein this is called the prison education. And this is called the cornerstone of rehabilitation. No? Para ma-rehabilitate natin ang isang criminal, ang foundation niya ay education dapat. So, dapat natin siyang turuan. Dapat natin siyang i-motivate. No? Yan. Ano naman ang diversification? No? Pag sinabi nating diversification, this is an administrative device or correctional institution of providing varied and flexible types of physical plans for the more effective custody, security, and control of the treatment program. Yan. So, may mga program. Yan yung tinatawag nilang diversification. No? Program para sa mga prisoners, para sila ay magbago. So, meron tayong tanong dito, no? Ano ba ang pinagkaiba ng prisoner sa detainee? Pag sinabi nating prisoner, those person who already convicted by final judgment. Pag sinabi nating detainee, they are the person undergoing investigation. Yan ang sinasabi nating detainee, nakakulong dalang, awaiting trial, o kaya ay awaiting for sentence. Yan. So, na-discuss naman na natin ito, ano? Types of prisoner. Okay? So, sige nga, sagutin nyo nga ito. No? Yan. So, malalaman ko pag hindi nyo sinagot ito, hindi nyo pinanood na naman, hindi na naman kayo nag-review online. Oh. Okay? Okay. Okay, next. Ayan. Dito na tayo sa executive clemency. Ano ba ang idea ninyo pag sinasabi nating executive clemency? Pag sinabi nating executive clemency, sa salitang executive, no, tumutukoy yan sa presidente ng Pilipinas, ang executive clemency. So this shall refer to the commutation of sentence. Ito yung binibigay ni President Duterte. Absolute pardon and conditional pardon as may be granted by the President of the Philippines upon the recommendation of the board. Okay? So this was exercised, or this is exercised by the President of the Philippines, and this is discretionary. Kaya nga pag si President Duterte in-exercise niya ang kanyang executive clemency, yun ang sinasabi niya, wala kayong pakialam. Pinalaya niya si Robin Padilla, pinalaya niya yung mga former NPA, wala kayong pakialam, that is my discretion, di ba? Discretionary rule ko yan, sabi ni President Duterte. Kaya nga lang, meron tayong exception dyan na dapat merong concurrence sa approval of the Congress kapag political prisoner ang mabibigyan ng executive clemency. Ano ang example? Yang mga NPA, no? Pag NPA, yung mga nakakulong ay kailangang mayroon concurrence na manggagaling sa Congress para naman approvean base sa discretion ni Presidente kung i-release o hindi. Yan. Okay? So, what is mean by pardon? Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng pardon? It is an act of executive clemency by a head of a state for the purpose of exempting an individual from punishment. Yan. That is the executive grace. Wala na kapag sinabi niya, okay, ikaw, Juan de la Cruz, binibigyan kita ng pardon. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, mawawala totally ang inyong krimeng nagawa. Parang bagong you are born again. Bagong silang ka sa community. Kasi wala na totally ang inyong krimeng ginawa. Kaya nga lang, meron tayong dalawang condition ng pardon. Meron tayong tinatawag na conditional pardon. Wait lang